Peace be with you. Welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is the first time that you are coming across my channel, let me be the first to say, hey there, hi there, hello there. You're more than welcome to come on in here. Maybe sit down wherever you are, stand up. Maybe you're getting grounded. Maybe you're somewhere in nature listening to tarot. Imagine that. That's a really good idea. Nevertheless, always the more is your higher self. I pray that you bring in your spirit team with you so that way you will know what to take from this reading and what to leave for somebody else to take. It's really just that simple. It will make your ascension a whole lot easier. Maybe that intro was for me. Maybe it's for you. Maybe it's for the both of us. Nevertheless, welcome to Spiritual Court. If you're returning back to the channel, then you are my beautiful, amazing, wonderful, incredible, shining, celestial beings, soul tribe family. I love y'all so very much. Happy 2024. The number 8, infinite possibilities are happening now. Everything is flowing quite nicely by way of peace and or internal joy, internal love. Listen. So today I got up, and I made a promise to myself that I was going to do things a little bit differently. Why? Because by way of the ascension, you are absolutely a new being, right? So I want to talk about the celestial being energy. What is that? People of the heavens, people of the sky, not of this world, but on the ground naturally, because we are here grounded in our physical bodies. And I realized, and Spirit said to me, the celestial being has nothing to do with the shadows. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? The shadows of death? Absolutely nothing to do with the shadows. So by way of being your celestial being self, you are connected to that of the higher realms, getting downloads, uploads, inner loads, understanding, outer standing by way of the cosmos and the universe. Right? What does that mean? Reliving those shadows, those traumas. There has to be a cap on it. There has to be a time and a space created to release every single traumatic situation, be it from past life or this life. And then once you've reached that time, once you've given that enough space and time, you have to permanently release it. You cannot do anything with it. And if you should so happen to think about those things from the past again, you won't see them the same way. Isn't that beautiful? Just imagine that for just a moment. So celestial beings, let's get into it. I call upon the highest of white lights, the beautiful cosmos, the universe. Thank you for communicating with us by ways of nature. Thank you for the divine ancestral energies that are connected to us by way of our DNA, our beautiful divine ancestors, and or the archangels. Thank you, creator of all things, for protecting our lineage and or our beautiful spiritual inheritance. Somebody should comment that. Somebody should think about that obsessively, compulsively, deliberately. I think that somebody will be me. I hope it's you too. And we should do it in nature together simultaneously. Why not? Maybe at 11:11 in the morning, no matter where you are. Maybe at 1:11 in the afternoon. Maybe at 2:22. Maybe at 3:33 in the afternoon, or maybe 3:33 in the morning. However you feel you need to align yourself. Welcome to 2024, baby. It's lit with good things. What is it that we need to see? What is it that Spirit wants us to know? 9 of Pentacles, something's very significant about Virgo energy. September, okay, this year is going to be something really good. There's victory. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady. As much as we want a lot of what we are requesting and or manifesting to happen immediately, a lot of that is in alignment. So Spirit is saying this is about patience, due diligence, making sure that you do the work properly and not in a haste. God forbid in a haste. God is forbidding you moving in a haste. This is giving me slow and steady wins the race. Everything that we want has already happened, is happening, will happen for you. Know that, believe that, accept that, and move in that energy of gratitude by way of celebrating that which you have asked the universe for, and it's happened. Isn't that beautiful? Let's just celebrate that right now in this moment. That's my new celebratory bell, okay? And I am supporting myself in that sound, okay? You're supposed to let those sounds move through you. I'm just verbally, consciously, out loud thinking, reminding myself of what it is that I need to do. And I pray that wherever you are, you're doing the same. Temperance is here. This is giving me angelic energy. This represents fire. There's going to be a lot of use of fire, y'all. Fire is so important by way of celestial mindset, celestial being energy, because fire is essential to set aflame the shadows. Listen, I was going to say set the shadows on fire. I dare you to say that 3 times. Set them shadows on fire. Okay, there we go. It came out very, very clearly. Set them on fire. Shadows represents dark thoughts, dark energies, trauma, pain, all those things. You can't do anything with them. And again, if you are still in a process where you are being patient with yourself by way of releasing that, just ask that the earth take that energy away from you, because attached to those shadows is an energy. And this is why you have to be mindful, reliving the past over and over, or having those old-fashioned conversations. It's about having a new-fashioned conversation. This is about getting up off of the doctor's couch, constantly reliving things that you are no longer required to operate in that energy by way of how you remember them. Okay? So releasing that energy, a lot of trapped pain and energy behind those shadows. The physical body is saying, if I am celestial, then let me be free. I should be floating, but at the same time grounded simultaneously. 6 of Wands represents victory. What is it that the cosmos, the universe, is saying to us right now, our beautiful high vibrational selves? What is it that they need us to know by way of divine instruction as celestial beings? What is it that we need to see? Okay, well, you still got some people lurking and murking and turking and twerking and Okay, you know what this means for me? You got to remember that a lot of people violated the laws of the universe. Let's just be clear. They did blood sacrifices, y'all. They sacrificed animals. They used your picture, chicken blood, whatever they used, okay? They went into the graveyard. They did a whole bunch of stuff. Spirit is saying this right here is energy that's dead. What somebody thought they were doing, lurking in the shadows, doing to us, sneaky and deceptive, by way of trying to unalive us, really thrusted us into a transformation. You know how I know? Because when I went out into nature today, there were 2 huge crows, y'all, that flew in together. The third one, it floated in, and it sat right above the tree, landed, looked down at me as I was sitting there releasing some stuff into Gaia and letting the sun just kind of go through my body, right? So I was like, interesting. They didn't make a sound. The 2 birds were together. There were 2 birds that were together, and there was the third one that came along maybe a few minutes after, and it squatted up in the tree, up high, watching the other 2 birds. You know what that tells me? This that third party energy. This that third party energy. Why? Because divine mates are coming together. The 2 represents 2 people. Gemini energy, Mercury retrograde energy, shadows, retrograde. That third bird just sat there and watched. It wasn't too close to the 2 birds, but the 2 birds were really kind of looking at each other, and then they kept looking down at me. I said, oh, interesting. So then I went and I used my Google. I said, what does that mean? 3 crows. And it said that those are messages from the spirit realm that we are on the brink of a really huge transformation. Death, transformation, and a rebirth. like a really big one though, like a really good one. One that matches this Nine of Pentacles energy, one that matches all of what it is that you're manifesting. This new self is amazing. My new self is amazing. Somebody should comment that. My higher self is so beautiful. So this is what this represents. But that Seven of Swords lets me know that whoever the third parties are, third parties could be people from the past, exes, old memories, shadows of death, family members that, you know, wanted to try to intercede on your journey, old wicked ass practitioners, whoever the third party energies are, they couldn't do anything. That third bird soared in though. It floated because it had to accept that you are in a major transformation. It squatted in the tree. The other birds were sitting upright, posture, heart posture. This third one sat down low. It had to respect the order. And I thought it was interesting because it was facing the two birds. I was like, oh, that's interesting, right? Eight of Cups. Because the universe is making people walk away. That violation of animals and blood and sacrificing and, you know, abusing the earth, making requests by way of abuse of power, it's a wrap. We're too far in our celestial being energy to walk in any type of illusion of fear. The Fool is here, okay? It's faith. It was faith that got you through. Here's our shadows. Six of Cups, past, the past. The past is always going to be there. But it's about perception. How you see that, how you feel about it, is going to give off some type of an energetic pull. The inability to move forward is no longer an option. Whatever was trying to come towards you, it got blocked. Okay? This is recent energy too, y'all. The Chariot in reverse is letting me know the cosmos are saying that something got blocked. Because here's your Two of Cups. Here's your two birds in a partridge tree. You have to say it's a partridge tree. Two birds, two lovers coming together as best friends. Good energy. Gemini energy. Communication. These new partnerships are about decent communication. What it is that you're communicating to the universe by way of who you are and what it is that you want is what you're getting in return by way of a beautiful reflection in this relationship. It's wonderful. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh, that in itself. We're going to be ringing the bell a lot this year. So just expect that. And again, don't fight the sound. Don't fight the funk. Just let it move through your body. Gemini energy is about to be, Gemini energy is Geminiing, honey. This is about communication. Watch your words. Watch your mouth. Watch your tongue. Be very precise, deliberate with what it is that you are calling into yourself. Freedom. Yeah. Freeing yourself from the shadows of death. You've overcome so much. You should be celebrating every single second of the day. These twin flame dynamics, the real ones, are like something to be admired. Listen, the 222 is too much, but it's also good. Two of Wands. Okay, a lot of you are going to a distance, could be traveling. Four of Wands, 2-4, 2024. Oh my God. Show me what it is we need to see. Show us what it is that we need to see. I just heard going out into nature will cure any disease. Did y'all know that? Whatever that was that they said you had, especially if you had some form of inflammation, licorice root, y'all. Licorice root. You can get the root or you can get the powder. I like powders, y'all, because I like to get to the point. I need the earth to get in my body, get in my bloodstream, boo-boo, the whole nine. Get you some gold, water, kaleido silver. Yeah, thank me later. I'm telling you, these things are quite costly, but you will never take a trip to a practitioner by way of Western medicine. I promise you that. Now, the side effects, you're going to be happy. I can't even say it's a side effect. You will be affected. You're going to be happier, jubilant, younger, healthier, loving, kind, balanced. These are the things that you can expect by way of putting the earth back into your body and going into nature. 8 of Wands, y'all. Fast moving energy. So Gemini and Sagittarius energy is like, excuse me, they're here. Can we say something? They're like, even with the Cancerian energy, something about the moon is saying we're no longer aligning ourselves up with people that are abusing our energy. The energy of the moon is saying that. Message straight from the cosmos. You can take it to the universal bank and cash it. The Chariot in reverse is the moon rejecting these death spells. Anything that was done by way of the valley of the shadows of death, requesting death. 7 of Swords represents July 7. Come on, y'all. Listen. The universe is talking. Will you listen? Yes, we will. 2 of Swords. Blind justice. Blinded from the truth. The shadows of death. What you cannot see is what you don't need to know. Forget about it. It's giving me, when I see 2 of Swords like that, it gives me see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Because there isn't any. It doesn't exist. The Chariot in the reverse, somebody got blocked from having a victory over a death spell. Somebody did this by way of the shadows. 6 of Cups, we're using your trauma, using your shadows, using your fears. Now that you've overcome those things and you've mastered self to this point, you know, these are missed opportunities. They're still in alignment by way of that number 4. 4 of Cups. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2024, you're going to start to see so many synchronicities that it's just going to be amazing. This morning, every time I looked at the clock, I was like, oh my God, 11:11, 10:10, 9:33, 2:44. I'm like, thank you, universe. I'm just so grateful and just glad to be happy and alive and well and thriving and loved and loving and happy with the inner peace, inner standing, right? This is our attitude moving forward. I dare you for the next 365 days, join me in obsessively, compulsively, and or deliberately saying only things that are positive to yourself and others, no matter what. The star is here. The stars are talking, y'all. The stars are planet. The stars are celestial beings. They are your ancestors. Some of them ascended to other realms by way of dimensions, going to other planets. When was the last time you looked up at the stars in the night? Go up and look up at the stars. Stargaze. You are walking, breathing stardust. You're made up of everything that is in your environment. Yeah. 4 Wands. I can't make it up. A lot of divine unions are coming into manifestation very, very quickly. February is going to be a very interesting time for these unions. You know why? Because of the harvesting energy. Mating season, spring time. Something about February, March, and April. The summer is going to be really, really good as well. Relationships that are worth being committed to are coming in for all of us. Be it by friendship, love relationship, romantic. You can trust. We can trust these relationships. They're good. They're all a reflection of what it is that you have now molded and shaped yourself to become, which is a beautiful celestial being. Really, you've always been that celestial being. You just had to awaken to those parts of yourself, tapping into that power, speaking from your diaphragm, putting that energy into the atmosphere absolutely does affect the ethers. There are people that are receiving this beautiful vibration, some of which you've not met yet in the 3D, but you are very much a part of what is being created Okay, it's a really beautiful thing. 10 of Pentacles. Wealth is here. Wealth is coming in. A lot of stability, a lot of good money. Every time I donate to somebody, I do it with love. I release that money freely, and I know that it returns back to me times 10, times 100, times 1,000. Spending money out of faith. If there's something that you need, if you need a new bed, if you need new grounding sheets, spend with a beautiful energy. Money is energy. If you sow into somebody, if you sow into them financially, spiritually, mentally, right? Like I'm sowing into you, you're sowing into me by way of good energy. Do it in a good high vibrational energy, and that good energy will always find its way back to you by way of different circumstances. Prime example, I gave something to somebody, and I did it in a loving way with a beautiful, loving heart posture. Spirit says to watch your heart posture. Do you know within 3 hours, I had received a beautiful gift? And I'm like, wow, this is so nice. It came by way of another and or new beautiful situation, but the gesture went out into the ethers, and my intentions were really, really good, y'all. Like I really wanted the person to have what it was that I gave them, and I did it freely. And I watched the universe just give it right back to me. I'm like, dang, it's only been 3 hours. I didn't have a level of expectancy for it. I just knew that it would happen, right? Because the universe is always providing our needs. I didn't do it in a way that was like, okay, I'm going to give this, because I know I'm going to get something back. No, I did it because I knew that what I was giving was making somebody else's life easier because they needed it. And I was being obedient to Source. I heard Source say, give, and I did. Man, within 3 hours, I was like, look at this beautiful gift. Wow, this is beautiful. And Source reminded me of how I gave and my heart posture. I said, that's beautiful. Look at this. Life is really just a game. You have to play to win. Ooh, strength, power. Understanding. When I think of that card, I think of understanding. I think of the heart. I think of all of our chakras being aligned with the cosmos. Very high vibrational celestial connection with the cosmos is what I get from that. Absolutely. Piscean energy by way of this hangman. Okay. Toil and labor, what it is that we do for work. The Empress, caring, loving, and kind. We should have more plants in our house. Somebody lovingly reminded me of that. And I said, internally, it's so funny because I consciously buy flowers, fresh flowers, all the time. And they say, if you really love them, don't pick them, but I'm like, okay, universe, be patient with me. But I really love flowers. So the plants, my body is saying we need things around us that are alive. Plants give off oxygen. They also teach you to be patient and how to care for something. Because you have to water it. You have to take care of it. And I keep my flowers alive for a really long time. For flowers that have been cut down, I keep them alive for a really long time. Nevertheless, it's about the Empress energy. A woman that can take care of plants, I once heard a beautiful divine masculine say, is a woman that's going to care for her house and care for her family because she's caring for the earth. Empress energy. The hangman. The hangman in this particular energy right here with all this goodness means that you are now seeing things from a beautiful perspective of why everything had to happen the way that it did. This is current energy. Toil and labor. How you want to contribute to humanity. is very, very custom fit, right? For instance, this message that you're hearing, it's probably not a new message. If you're really ascending and you're connecting with high vibrational beings, this is not a new message. But it's being told in a way that maybe you need to hear it to a certain group of people. Those are your soul tribe members. It's not new ideas. They're all being told simultaneously the same way. You just have to find somebody and or find the message that is lined up with what it is that you need to know and or eat by way of your spiritual food. The Empress. She's so powerful. She's so beautiful. She's so radiant because of her heart posture, because of how genuine she is with giving and wanting to see not only herself well, other people as well. And so it is so. I am the Empress. You are the Empress. The Lovers. It's good, y'all. It's passionate. It's that young love. No matter what age they said that you are, by way of time, you are young and well. You know how I know? Because you're coming up as fiery, passionate love by way of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands with the 4 Wands and the 10 of Pentacles and the Empress energy and the Lovers is committed energy that is young. This type of love that's going to keep you young. Not only just by way of a soulmate, a partner, a wife, a husband, okay, or a partner to just travel through life with. This also represents your friendships as well. Being vibrant, loving, laugh as much as possible. Yeah, 9 of Swords. The shadows, baby. This is the dark night of the soul, though. Let's deal with it. It keeps coming up. So there's something that the cosmos is telling us about this. What is this energy? Beautiful, beautiful spirits of the sky. My beautiful, beautiful spirit team. My beautiful angelic angels. Aren't they beautiful? My beautiful divine angels. Somebody should comment that. Thank you, Most High, for my beautiful divine angels. Thank you for my war angels. You know, that war for me. They're just warring for me against all that nasty black magic and black energy. And by way of black, I just mean things that were possibly something that somebody wanted to hide in the dark. You know, anything you got to hide is attached to shame. God forbid. And it's attached to fear. God is forbidding that, at least for us. Nevertheless, so I asked about this 9 of Swords. People that you left out in the cold. Okay, they're stuck. You had to cut these people off. King of Swords. Let's deal with it. Where's this nine of Swords coming from? Where's this 9 of Swords coming from? Oh, we got red cards in there too. Well, you know, we're just gonna let it flow. I thought this deck felt a little thicker than normal. I'm like, why is this deck so thick? Got red cards in there, y'all. Sometimes when I clean up, they just all kind of get mixed in together. So this is what it is. The Hangman, the inability to see things differently. These are the people that you left behind, okay? And this is why it was so vital for you to separate yourself, because a lot of them are going to continue in that dark energy. That's fine. As long as you are in this high vibration, that has nothing to do with you. You will always be made aware. You will always have what it is that you need. I will always have what it is that I need to just, you know, dispel of that energy. The universe is backing us too, though. Yeah, justice. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. The universe is saying, we got you. We're going to make things fair in love and war. That third bird could not touch that union. Somebody's watching you be in a loving union, not just with another person and other people by way of decent friendships, after betrayal and all that weird stuff, you know, by way of the shadows. Somebody's just watching. They're watching you heal. Yeah, they're watching you, like I said, not only be in those relationships with other people, but ultimately being in love with yourself and the universe, the cosmos, your higher self, whatever you conceive that to be. What does she look like? What does he look like? We got more than just the 7 chakras, right? So now we're tapping in for real. Some of us are already at that level. Some of us fail just a little bit, and that's okay. Lovingly guide yourself right on back to the tracks of your path and just send yourself a loving, kind reminder. It's not a race. Slow and steady. A lot of what I knew, I stopped believing in. And so I had to wake myself up again. I'm like, where did I fall asleep? I know better. I knew better. I knew about this. Like, what? I learned this at 19. So I had to bring myself back to the middle, right? Lovingly, gently, kindly, loving on myself, obsessively, compulsively, and or deliberately. And if I feel a little, to where I need to get calibrated, I know what to do by way of the ancient secrets to do so. The ancient secrets are available to us as celestial beings. Again, be very deliberate and or mindful of conversations that you decide to engage in. You will deliberately choose high vibrational situations. Even when there is what appears to be a problem to be solved, you will always have what it is that you need to solve the issue. If the problem is taking a little longer to solve, then somewhere you have not released it and or surrendered it. There is a time to surrender these things to the atmosphere and allow the universe to balance it out. This is why nature is going to be your best friend. 7 of Cups, illusions. 9 of Swords and 7 of Cups is illusions. Anything else we need to see? Yeah, these people are, listen, they don't want to walk away. They want to watch you because they really, I don't know what else to say about them. But 8 is real significant. Okay, 8 of Cups in the reverse is giving me as above, so below, 2024 energy, 2468. Infinity, as above, so below, 8 of Cups. I'm getting a lot of blockages for these people, unfortunately. Again, the universe is saying we're only giving back what they put out. So a lot of them, again, set their intentions to, God forbid, block what it is that we had going on or block us from moving forward. And now they're finding themselves in that same energy in 2024. Okay? Breaka, breaka, breaka. Listen, what song was that? Breaka, breaka, breaka. I just felt like to sing that. I don't know. It felt really good. It felt real good, y'all. You know what's so funny? Can we just have a commercial break? My divine masculine is so special because he accepts all these weird little quirks about me. Sometimes I'm just sitting in the space and my body just wants to sing, and I just do. Breaka, breaka, breaka. Breaka, breaka, breaka. 1 2 1 2. Like, what is this? Listen, I just had to get that out. That's what's so beautiful about these unions, right? Being in a space with other people where you are authentic and the connections are organic. I heard something really beautiful that Meg the Stallion said. Watching her go through her ascension is so beautiful. She's being so honest, regardless to what you think. And she said something about being in a room with people where you can't be yourself. She's like, why are you in that room? Exactly. So now shifting the tides by way of the as above, so below energy, being in a room with people where you can be authentic, where you are authentic. It's so natural. It's so comfortable. The only thing that should make us uncomfortable are things about ourselves that we are refusing to let go. That's a red flag. Self is like, excuse me, can we please let this go today? Okay. This is illumination, y'all. The sun is calling. 93 million miles away? I taught my son this at 9 years old when we were in the Nation of Islam. Assalamu alaikum. Shout out to all the brothers in California. Mosque number 97, Riverside, California, South Central, Los Angeles. Beautiful brothers out there that taught my son, but I think it's 93 million miles away. He learned that when he was 3 years old. I think that is the distance. If not, somebody please correct me. But the sun is calling. Yeah. The sun, the sons of the earth. This is literal and figurative. Your sons, your boys, okay? The men. Enlightenment, joy, peace, Leo energy, fire, desire, love. I just heard changing diet too, y'all. Changing diet. I noticed since I've been on this reawakening, I'm going to call it, because I always knew about herbs and all that and whatever else and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, yeah, I knew about it. I just needed to remind myself. Again, I'm like, what am I missing? Yeah. Since I've been on that, my physical body has like morphed into this supernatural person that I once was, I still am, and always have been. You are required to give yourself gentle reminders of what needs to be adjusted. As you're doing that, you affect all the stars in the sky. You affect all the cosmos. Yes, you, star, this little light of mine, this big old light of mine, letting it shine. It affects everything in the community. Sometimes we appear to be the mustard seeds of faith planted throughout the world. Nevertheless, listen, watch us grow. The sun. If I rule the world, I free all my sons. I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. If I rule the world, and then we'll walk right up to the sun, hand in hand. We'll walk right up to the sun. We gon' land. We landed on the sun. They're like, oh, but it's hot. That's okay. We're made up of the same elements. Fire is the year of fire. The dragon. Woo! This is the year of the dragon. Chinese calendar, I do believe it is the year of the dragon. The moon is here. Moon children. Moon child. The moon is saying you can no longer abuse me. Whoever these people are with the death spells under the moon cycles and, you know, wanting to recreate these shadows of death under the moon is saying, I'm revoking all of your prayers. Least you use me properly. I'm revoking all of what it is that you are wanting to be done, karmic ass, reptilian ass people. Listen, slithering like snakes. The sun and the moon, coincidence? There are no coincidences when the cards are dedicated to the cosmos, dedicated to the creator of all things. Sagittarius energy is real fiery this year. Something about using that fire. Again, I got temperance at the bottom of the deck. Earth angel energy. Show me what it is I need to see, please and thank you. I just heard dis-ease free. My body is dis-ease free. Everything in my body is easy. It's going with the flow of life. The Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, and or Cancerian energy. Death, transformation, rebirth. Cancerian energy is like what's good. Cancerian energy is like what's good in 2024. These moon cycles, baby. And judgments. Piscean energy, the mother of all, the waters, the oceans, the lakes, getting to those natural bodies of water, okay, is vital. A lot of you need to put your feet in the sand. Let that water hit your feet. Talk to the water. Talk to that water. Why? Because your body is primarily made up of water. Come through, Queen of Cups. Come through, water signs. Balance, emotions, love, caring, kind, the mother of all, loving, caring, yeah, death. Listen, the universe is saying, go on and give yourself this opportunity to just go on and get through this transformation. These are huge transformations. Big. Transformations that are putting us in position to be great teachers, leaders, mothers, daughters, fathers, sons, children of the universe, with every right to be here, just like the stars and the sun and the moon, with every right to be here. Death, scorpionic energy is not playing in 2024. Okay? What's the outcome, Cosmos? What is it that we need to know? What is the daily message? What is it that our beautiful divine ancestors are telling us by way of instructions now that we are in this beautiful alignment? Ooh, we fell right on top of the Lovers and Justice and Death. Ooh, transforming relationships. The way we see relationships. This Two of Cups is so important. This Gemini energy is saying be mindful of every single word that you think and or speak. Hold yourself responsible. This Two of Cups also represents to me a reflection of self. Who you see in the mirror. Hold yourself responsible to that of a relationship with your highest version of yourself. And everything else is falling into place quite nicely. If you have something that you need, go get it. The universe is saying if you're paying, paying for. If you're praying for money abundance and you're hoarding your money, you cannot operate off of fear and faith. The two cannot coexist in the same energy. You're going to have to pick a side. It will keep you unstable. If there's something that you need and you have the money to get it, wisely spend what you need to and get the best for yourself, so that abundance can flow in quite nicely. Buy what it is that you need and thank the universe for providing. So many people went through poverty, okay, by way of the pandemic and jobs and all of that. I do understand that. I get that. I do. And I know a lot of people still need resources. Those prayers, y'all need to know, have been put into the ethers, not only for myself, from myself, but from other high vibrational beings that understand our essential needs. Fear not, because the Most High is on the inside of us. You have dominion over abundance, so call it in. I remember when I first started this channel, it'll be 1 year and 13 days that I've been on this channel. That's so funny. 1 year, 365 days. Yeah, minus 13. Okay. And I remember when I first started, Spirit was like, there are people that need prayers. And I'm like, okay, but they need candles. And at that time, I didn't have a lot of money like I do now. Speaking that over my life, right? And yours too. Listen, somebody caught that. Somebody just, they'll get it later, and that's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. And I remember I said taking prayer requests for $1.11. And the $1.11 was really just to buy the candle, y'all. Because the candles are $1.27. I got flooded with so many requests. I was like, okay, Spirit. I told Source, okay, now I need a bigger altar. So I went out and bought a bigger table. I had to. So I had a whole bunch of candles burning. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I remember that in the beginning, there was a lot of good things happening and in store that were before me, ahead of me. Some of which I felt and knew, and some of which I didn't. And it was all just a surprise. And here we are. Look at us. Ascending so beautifully. Feeling healthy and well. Okay. The Fool card is here. Faith. I just heard crystals, y'all. I need to get me some crystals too. Charging your crystals. Why crystals? Because they're some of the oldest minerals of the earth. And you are crystals. Amethyst, I just heard. Rose quartz. Cleansing them properly too. Because remember, as you're wearing these crystals, y'all, okay, this is a beautiful reminder. As you're wearing these crystals, you know, they draw out energies, okay? So if you have a little baby and, you know, they're wearing amber, just remember to occasionally cleanse the stone. I like to use spring water and salt, okay? And sometimes set that glass out in the sun. Some people charge their crystals under the moon. Some people bury their crystals in the earth. Whatever you instinctually feel that you need to do in order to use those crystals, for healing, so shall it be. What's the outcome, Cosmos, for 2024? What is it that we got going on? Oh, strength and victory. Okay, well, we'll take it. We'll take it, right? Power. Power and victory. 6 of Wands is victory. Strength is power. Thank you. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. This reading is so good. I'm so grateful for it because this message is not only for me, as I'm being used as a vessel to channel the energy, I too am getting a lot of wealth out of this particular reading. Because again, this is not stuff that we did not already know. This is why the awakening is so beautiful. These are kind reminders from the universe to stay the course, to be deliberate, be mindful, right? What is it that the angels have to say? What do the angels have to say? 909, y'all. Something's real significant about September. Something's going to be happening in September. It says great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusion, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. Ooh, we're looking out for that, y'all. Where is it at? Let us see it. Spirit says we can't miss it. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up. Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. Wow. That's what the angels have to say. That's what they have to say. So we're going to take it. We're going to rock with it. We're going to roll with it. We're going to trust that all of our needs are being met. I love y'all. I love you so much. All my information's in the description box below. Anything that you need from me, just email me. I'm going to get a brand new email. So please be on the lookout for that. Please be mindful to always check that description box for changes. But I'm going to get a brand new email because there's going to be a different process by way of confirming your readings, okay? And how to schedule them by way of when I have an opening for it, okay? Because there's a lot of requests for readings. And in those readings, we are focusing in on your celestial being self. We will examine and or observe any shadow that needs to be dealt with. But again, look for me to give you tips on maybe herbs that you can consider. Also, knowing your blood type is very, very important. Iron levels, sodium levels, things like that. This is all reminders that I'm speaking out loud because these are things that I'm reminding myself about, y'all. So I'm sharing it with you. For whoever that is good for, I'm really grateful for that. So I love y'all. I love you. I love you. For sentimental reasons, I do. Was that my note? Do. I love you. For so many reasons. I love you. For all seasons. Oh, I should have took a breath on that next one. That note. I love. I gotta breathe. I love. That is not my note. That was not my note. That was not my note. Pull it back in. Pull it back in. Na, 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 na. I love you. For all seasons. Na, 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 na. I love you for a reason. That re, you gotta breathe between that re and that sun. Re, you gotta, or you gotta start with that. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you, y'all. You know, I am going to, I'm about to make me some banana nut squash and zucchini. Slice them really, really thin. And I think I'm going to use my unrefined coconut oil with a pinch of sea salt. You know what I'm saying? I've been craving a lot of vegetables. It's really interesting once you start to put these herbs back in your body, how the body is so smart. It just naturally restores itself. I feel really good. I feel really young. I feel younger than I was when I was 21 years old. Maybe when I was 19. I feel young. What a beautiful thing to feel. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace be with you.